Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine.
Hold on a second. Did you see that Elon Musk is actually chucking a Dogecoin to the moon?
Well, is he just trying to like boost the coin as much as possible? Is that what he's doing? Or
yeah.
like, what?
I think
What
he's
does he
just
mean
trying to
Dogecoin? Like, is he just making a coin, branding it, and just whacking it up there?
do you know what? I didn't actually look into it. That's my bad.
Ooh.
SpaceX today announced that they're accepting Dogecoin today. Anyways.
Okay, so what? You telling me I can buy a SpaceX shuttle with Dogecoin then?
Well, so the whole aim is that you can take visits, right?
Yeah.
So you can
But
go.
that is a while away, right?
I don't think so. I swear he said it's coming soon.
I think Virgin Galactic are ahead of SpaceX on that because that's
are
what
they?
Virgin Galactic is for, isn't it? It's have you seen the spaceships like their planets?
It looks like a plane.
Like it does like flybys go into the atmosphere,
Fly by the
that kind of
moon.
shit. I don't think it's too. Virgin Galactic won't stop on the moon, but you will go into space.
We still haven't heard an update on Calyx's
No,
attempt to
I'm
go into
praying.
the moon.
I'm praying because last time I spoke to him, there was potential.
Mm-hmm.
So we literally, I think we're just
Prayers.
waiting.
Yeah, we're just waiting to hear.
Prayers up. To me, it makes sense for him to go.
For sure. Right. Another thing that is being talked about is the fact that there are some more declassified documents coming out on the 1st of June. Is that correct, Chip? You'll know way more than me.
So I'm sat in I literally, just before we start this podcast,
Yeah.
I'm sat in the toilet having an absolute steamer.
By the way, the coffee ran through
I've had a
bro.
Red Bull and a coffee today, so you already know. Anyway, June 1st, I think, they're releasing their most detailed documents that have ever on UAPs. Is it called? They call them UAPs at the moment.
What?
Or unidentified advanced, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Wait, is actually what it is? That's sick.
They changed it from UFO. So, because UFO people identify as aliens, even though they do mean it could just be it could be a drone.
It could be something they don't
with
know.
man-made technology at that moment. They couldn't detect it.
So a UAP.
This I follow UFOs and aliens on Reddit, both those subreddits, and they're all gassed for this June 1st thing. Basically because obviously, like you've already said, it's the biggest thing that's ever coming out. And also on Reddit, I think we're talking about 7 years ago, there was a comment left on a throwaway account.
Yeah.
Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about here, and it basically talked about how this guy was abducted, and he's been getting abducted every year for years, and
sounds just a bit loony, right?
yeah, of course, it was really detailed comments, probably complete shite, right?
Yeah.
And he's just describing it in such intricate way, such a well detailed way that you sat there and you're reading like, this is a book, this is a story. I read the whole thing, really good, and he replied to everyone's comments for days and days,
really?
detailed comments. He said they couldn't speak the language, but they could put thoughts in his mind. All this kind of crazy stuff.
No, that just sounds like a crazy person, Chip. Talk to me.
I know. I'm not saying this is...
So why are you bringing this up?
Because this is the reason why everyone on Reddit is gassed. He said, and this is like a 7-8-year-old comment.
Yeah.
He said that the aliens said to him that in June, July of 2021, there was going to be something happening. And now it's all come down to... it was the beginning of the year, I think they announced this June, July thing. So when that got announced, everyone went back, found that comment on Reddit and was like, his shit is lining up. His shit is lining up. Obviously, he's probably just taken the most wild guess.
Yeah.
It is.
It's one of those,
that's why
you do get stuff like this quite often where it's like, okay,
shit lines up
sure,
a little bit,
but how many weird comments like that did we have before?
So a lot of people on Reddit are just kind of really gassed over it.
I love stuff like that, and I'm well up for it.
So I'm down, crazier shit has actually not happened. But
No, but there's been times where,
coincidences have
happened loads of times, and there's been times look, all you have to do is look at, was it South Park, and they conveniently managed to predict the future, Trump becoming president.
Simpsons, not South Park. Simpsons, right?
No, I think it's South Park.
Isn't it Simpsons that predict? Yeah.
Is it Simpsons?
Yeah,
my bad.
They predict the Trump, like you said,
Trump being, and there's loads of stuff that they predict, and it is one of those things. It's
Yeah.
maybe, but look. The alien thing is super interesting. So what sort of stuff can we expect?
Well, a couple of things have already come out. They've revealed these things that, fighter pilots are seeing that genuinely are really looking like out of the world shit. If they can't identify it and the government can't identify it and then they decided to release it, in my opinion, it looks like, they're getting everybody ready. Mainstream media has reported on UFOs and this kind of stuff more than ever now, and it just looks like they're just breaking it into people's lives like it's normal.
Oh, so they're drip feeding it.
Yeah, drip feeding it. You're like, it exists.
Yeah.
Keep them coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Because you can't just drop the bombshell one day and be like, bang, we found life.
Yeah.
And it's not on this planet, because then it contradicts a lot of religions.
Yeah.
You know, everything's going to be like, well, if there's life out there, do they believe in God?
Yeah,
You know, do
yeah,
they
it's a
believe in,
madness,
do
innit?
they follow the
Could be
Quran
like-
or, you know, the Bible?
Yeah.
Maybe they don't. And that's where it could cause absolute fucking
Carnage.
carnage on this
So,
planet.
so on this, June 1st, right?
Yeah, June 1st, I think, is when this
So,
whole document's meant to come out.
In this document, does anyone have any idea? Like, is it just going to be saying, hey guys, look, here are some more things that we saw that we don't really know about? Or is it more like, guys,
I don't think
we can tell you with a fact, aliens have visited us. You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't think it will be that. Not yet.
Yeah.
This is going to be a big document that's going to probably hit, you know, it's going to hit Twitter, mainstream, all that kind of stuff. A lot of news channels have already said they're going to report on it. So this is going to be the first step, but the biggest one probably, right?
Right.
It's going to be loads of like things about they've saw this and saw that, but nothing crazy. They're not going to come out and say, this is
You
it.
don't think so?
But they're going to come out with a ton of shit that's pointing to the idea of we're not alone.
Yeah.
And then hopefully from there, it'll just be...
I'm excited,
yeah,
Chip. I'm
and then eventually, hopefully, in our lifetime, what's looking like it will be, they'll come out with the, we're not alone. You know, there's no reason for them to keep bringing out and drip feeding us all this UFO stuff, all this potential, you know, alien stuff, and not eventually say, look, they're here.
yeah, exactly.
What do you reckon? Do you think they already know?
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
they've ever visited this planet? I think I'm on that.
Yeah.
I think I'm on that
they
wave
have.
too. I think they
I
have.
think they have now.
Just the
for
age
sure.
of the universe and the age of the planet doesn't make...
Mate, and the technology we have, like, they've seen it.
Yeah.
But I did have one question, though, was... Say they come out and they say they have seen alien life or whatever. Surely a different country would have almost beat them to it to seem more advanced. Does that make sense?
I think it
so
would
like
be
Russia or China would release documents now saying we've seen it, and so it
Yeah.
makes them seem like they're more progressive.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously I'm guessing there's a universal, like a world agreement of we can't really say shit, otherwise we're gonna fuck everything up.
Yeah.
But who's the one that gets to say it? What
It's
about like what's the organization called where it like represents each country?
The UN.
Is that it? Like, what if it was like announced from them instead of the US doing it?
Yeah.
Because why should the president, just because they're the biggest
Yeah,
country?
but ultimately they're holding on to the stuff so that they can, you know, they want to be the guys that say we're
Of
the
course,
ones releasing
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
But
same shit with the moon, right? They wanted to be the first.
yeah,
time
they
on the
wanted it's a
moon.
race.
You know,
so-
I don't blame them. You want your country to look like the fucking Donnies, and maybe they were actually the first to discover it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's true.
But-
So that leads me on to my next question. I know we're on an alien tangent here, but we
People
love
love
we
this shit,
Yeah,
though.
I like talking about it as well. So this was actually brought to us by BTS Alex, and it was about Stephen Hawking's idea that making contact with aliens would be a bad idea, and
Really?
we'd be wiped out, similar to the Native Americans. How do you
Possibly.
do you think making contacts with aliens? Are you for it? Are you against it?
I think.
What is your move?
I think we're at the part of like humanity where they might they might go against the idea of wiping us out. I think we have technology that might be like, oh, these guys are on the path.
Yeah.
I get the thing where people are like, oh, you look at an ant and think, oh, it's doing its life. Maybe they'll see us like that.
Like an ant.
But if
Yeah.
they're visiting our planet in a spaceship, you know, they're obviously looking around at our technology. We got fighter jets and shit, pretty fast, pretty impressive. But yes, we can't quite go out there, but we still can go. To
Nah, bro,
different
they're
planets.
looking at us. They're going, look at these fucking peasants,
Yes,
man. These lot are
absolutely. I'm
still
I'm
taking
sure
5 hours to
yeah.
go from London to New York.
Yeah, I'm
These
sure
lot are-
compared to them, we are nothing.
Yeah.
But we can leave the planet. So that doesn't mean we're
Mm.
completely pathetic. We can leave this planet and we can send drones out to planets that are miles away. Wasn't it 1991 that we didn't know of any other planets outside
don't
our
know.
solar? It was the first time, and like exoplanet or whatever they're called was discovered was like in the 90s or maybe just a bit
okay.
before. So we thought there was just all these planets in
Yeah.
the solar system, you know, Mars, Venus, Mercury.
Okay.
And now we know there's trillions.
Oh, so this is the first time they realized, hold on a second,
and that
it's not
was
just a
not- that
few
was- that
planets
was
out
not
here.
many years
We've
ago.
got galaxies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a bit crazy. That just shows how advanced.
It's quite scary. You know,
And
this
they-
stuff gets
yeah.
me a little anxious
It's-
sometimes
I
in my
find it
stomach
mental.
because it makes you realize just the insignificance of you,
Us, yeah.
of us, of
And-
everyone. You and me
yeah.
sat here doing this podcast. Fucking pointless.
Well, nothing. This is pointless.
Fucking-
what are
mate,
we,
what
what
we're
are we
doing, mate?
doing? Why do we even?
We're
Why do
pointless.
we even exist, fella?
Bro, it's
Like,
mad.
what are you doing? Why do you wear that hoodie? Why do you have that
It
beard?
got gifted to me.
What's
The beard I need to
what's the
shape
point
up.
of this?
Bro, for real. And you sit there and you think,
Shit.
all this other shit going on, like
Yeah.
how big this galaxy, then another galaxy, and then it just more and more and more, and it's like, what's the fucking point?
And then when they sit there and they say, "Oh, we found a planet that is super similar to fucking Earth." I don't know if it was like Kepler or some crazy name. And they're like, "Yeah, but it's like, example, 4 light years away."
What if there's someone else on a different planet doing a fucking fellas podcast?
It could be. Well, that's the theory that the universe is infinite, which means if it's infinite, it repeats itself, which means it will constantly be another version of you,
Oh my God.
constantly. Right? There's a fucking Cal Freezy out there that
Definitely didn't do career mode, or did he do career mode?
he did career mode with
He
Manchester
did.
United, and people
Oh
hated
my
it.
God,
People
no
hated it,
way!
and he quit.
But I'm in the simulation
Yeah,
where
well, we
it's
spoke-
QPR.
Yeah, and there's the alternate universe out there where Theo Baker just stole Floyd Mayweather's hat.
Yeah.
Like, there's crazy shit going on like that. But I hate it when they say, "Oh, we found an Earth-like planet 4 light years away," and I'm just like, but that is so far away. So
What's
the
the
speed of
point?
light is 186,000 miles per second.
Right, Yeah.
So
bro. It's
and
it's a
what
joke.
we can make a spaceship that goes maybe like 13 to 30,000 miles per hour. So
Still
what-
a stinker.
Yeah, we're stuck
Wow.
here, fella.
Bro, we actually are.
We're
like,
stuck in this planet.
and you know how you said, yeah, we can leave this planet. It's like, yeah, we can go to like, I think, oh my God, the other planet's so far away, blah, blah, blah. But it ain't that far.
It ain't nothing compared to
Bro,
the
that's
rest of the
next
universe.
door. But I going back to my initial question was, do I think making contact with aliens is a good thing?
Oh yeah, carry on.
I think we need to see what the hell they are first.
Yeah.
If we take a look at them and we go, these Donnies are
Built different.
so advanced that we have no hope in hell, because we have no idea what they look like, how they operate, what tech they have, whatever it is. If they come to, and if we look at them, we go, yeah, we could easily get peppered here. Then we need to be like, yo.
They
let's
could be
just
pure
dead
carnivores,
this.
man. They could look at humans and they could
Like
have
a snack.
they could try a bit human and be like, "Oh my God, this
This
is the best tasting meal I've ever had in my life." And
I
they,
want a one medium rare.
yeah, and they'll be like, "Yeah, cut this shit up, baby."
And I wonder if like a Wagyu steak is like KSI,
We could-
and then I'm just like a shitty little like sirloin or something. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God, bro, what am I like? £2 Tesco.
£2. Yeah, you're a little
I'm
£2
I'm a
Tesco.
little steak, bro. I'm a little steak. I didn't dream of this, but I'll take it.